brother's in jail at this time.
Yep.
Your girlfriend's pregnant at this time.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, this is happening at the same time. Your head is spinning right now.
Yes.
And then on January 1st, police announced they were looking for you for 2 incidents.
Just a robbery.
Or just a robbery. So what happened when now that the police are looking for you? What are you doing now?
Yeah, so they're looking for me, and I think this was like over the weekend. I ended up turning myself in and basically bonding out from the case and really getting out that the situation I was in.
Did they ever? Because you had catch you with a gun when you did?
No, for that they didn't catch me with a gun. I turned myself in.
You had another incident where you
that was August 9th, 2006.
What happened with this? How many incidents were there?
2.
The 2. The second instance was the chase.
Yes, second incident was the chase.
And tell us about this now that chase, because was like national news.
Yeah,
like
silly,
that's the one I was seeing. I was like, oh shit, what did G Unit do now? This was too far now. You're gone too far now, bro. Like.
Yeah, so I ended up basically, I was coming down to Columbus and I made a U-turn in the middle of the street. And as I make the U-turn, there was a police officer sitting in the parking lot. And when I make the U-turn, I'm coming to the side of the road, or in the midst of making a U-turn, police officer pulls out and basically put his lights on. And so at this time, I have a AK-47, a bulletproof vest, and other handguns on me in the car. And so when they end up basically pulling me over, I was like, yo, by the time he walk up on the car, I'm gonna go ahead and basically pull off. And so I don't even know how it came to me, but I was thinking about this episode from Cops that I seen for whatever reason. And when the guy pulled over and the police officer got out and walked up on him, he basically pulled off. And so I was like, yo, I'm about to go ahead and do that. So my man walked up to the car.
You were high again, right?
Yeah, I'm drunk, smoking, the whole night, right? So I pull off, I get on the, what is it called, the on-ramp. And as I get down the on-ramp, we probably talking about 2 minutes after that, these dudes all behind me, so nobody behind me, they chasing me the whole 9. And eventually, I end up basically turning around, I get caught, and they basically take me down to the station.
You were on bail at this point?
Yeah,
You were on bail for the
robbery.
For robbery.
Yep.
And that was a $20,000 bail?
Yeah, I don't know what the bail was, but they basically, I was out on bond for that.
How did you were able to pay for the bail?
Yes, I was able to pay for that.
You was able to pay for that, okay.
Because you just pay 10%.
Okay. Yeah. And so now you get locked up for this AK-47. You're on the news. What was that they put over your face? That it was
a spit bag. So, they and this part really, it really never set well with me. And I say it. And the reason it set well with me, right? So I knew I was wrong for running. I knew that, right? And I knew when they caught up with me, I was like, all right, whatever. So when I get out the car, my man, he get me out the car and he start, hit me with the stun gun. And as he hit me with the stun gun, not the stun gun, what is those things? Tasers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to tap it off of me like, yo, this is like, it hurts. When them things hit you, that thing, it hurt, bro. It's hurt, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm trying to get it up off of him, but then in the process of that, my man hit me on top of the head and the other dude punched me in the mouth.
Just the cops?
Cops, yeah. So as they do this, I'm spitting the blood out. So they got my hands behind my back. I'm handcuffed. I'm getting out. They done roughed me up a little bit.
Why did they shoot the taser? Did you come out with the guns in your hand? Or
No, not at all. When they said, oh, he has guns in the car.
Right.
So now they approaching the car on the super rough side. And then they was like, oh, it's Maurice Clarett. So then, this is the part where it gets a little bit like, yo, bro, it wasn't even necessary. So I know I chased, y'all got me, take me down, lock me up, whatever. It gets a little silly. I call it getting a little silly with the little, if you see
extra shit.
Yeah, if you see when I go to court the next day, why do I got the black eye? Say I go to the court the next day, my knee swole. I go to court the next day, I got a busted lip. I ain't get out and fight y'all folks, but I get out, y'all rough me up, and I go through this. So, dude hit me in my mouth, my mouth got blood coming out of it. So I'm trying to spit the blood out. If you ever get punched in the mouth, your mouth fills up with blood, right? Or get hit in the mouth. So I'm spitting the blood out. He said, oh, he's spitting on an officer. So now y'all decorating the circumstances to justify why you're doing it. Right. So they hit me with mace. So this makeup is from the Today Show, but I don't know if you can see still through where I got a ring around my face. Right. That's burnt mace. And so I wish the makeup wasn't on my face from the show, but they end up basically.
I always thought that was a tan from the helmet.
No. Yeah. So my man hit me with the mace and it's burning, but then he throw the spit mask on. So mace already is like it suffocates you.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? Then we put a mask on your face.
Yeah, it's just
It's
keeping
the
it
double
in.
whammy.
Yeah.
You feel I'm coming from? So I get into the police cruiser, and I got on the ground of the police cruiser, and I started scraping my face against the bottom of the floor to get it out of my face, right? Because I was telling this. So then I get up to the officer. I say, bro, I said, y'all caught me and everything, but like, why you let them do this extra stuff? And I can still see him in his face. Like, I can still see who that guy is to this day in my face. It's ingrained. And the fact it was, I said, bro, like, I get all I got to go to jail, but I don't really respect the fact that all the extra stuff. And so, you know, whatever.
After they catch you, well, during the chase, now you was on the phone with your girlfriend and your
My
mom.
mother, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So how long was this chase for?
I don't, 5-10 minutes, you know, happens fast. You know, once you get on the freeway, probably 10 minutes whole.
Right. And then you seen the tall bottle of Grey Goose. Did you drink? You were just drinking that?
Also, so even that, like even all that's like, so you have to figure out all this stuff is a decorative stage, right? So it wasn't like the AK. Like I didn't have all the stuff on my lap. Like all them guns were in the bag, right? So the guns were in the bag, the alcohol was in the bag, all the stuff was in the bag in the back of the car. But what happened was when they arrested me, they put all the stuff together and they take a picture and act like, you know, I was.
You had it on. You had it on the seats. It looked like you wanted the seats to go.
Man, he got alcohol here, he got guns here, he got all this crazy stuff. Like this stuff was in the car, but it wasn't like all this stuff is sitting on the side of the seat for me. So you know what I'm saying? So like there's a bit of decoration there on their behalf to act like I'm like this crazed madman, but those guns were in the car. Don't get me wrong, all that stuff was in the car. The AK was in the car. The only thing that was on the front seat was the AK-47. Right. Everything else was in the bag in the back. That's it.
Did they stop you with the spikes, the spike strip?
Yeah, it hit the spike strips. I mean, that's what when it did stop, the spike strips hit the bottom of the car, and I ended up basically pulling over to the side of the road.